Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to the Live Inspired Podcast Monday Morning Moments with John O'Leary Memorial Day Special. I'm going to begin this one with a quote. It's one that I think we're going to make sense out of as we dance forward together. Here it is. They're just two in their own world to really care. Well, while heading to the final speaking event of a very hectic 2025, I found myself doing what many of us find ourselves doing right now this time of year, rushing, just running around. For me, it was a tight connection through a crowded terminal at DFW. As I hurried from one gate to the next, weaving through travelers, rolling suitcases, coffee cups, and glowing phone screens, I happened to glance out the window to my right. And there, on the tarmac, stood a white hearse behind an arriving plane. There were two fire trucks arching streams of water overhead and a ceremonial salute. 3 American flags waved high and a small color guard. 8 active duty service members stood silently at attention. And nearby, and I'll never forget this one, there was a grieving family waiting. 2 older parents, a young woman, I presume probably this soldier's wife, 2 children holding flowers tightly in their hands and their mother with the other one. Everything else was moving so rapidly around this plane, that hearse, and that family. Planes were landing, bags were rolling by, travelers were rushing toward their vacations, their meetings, their holiday weekends. Life, in other words, was just moving forward ho-hum. But in that moment, my heart ached and time stood still. Out of all the folks who were walking and racing and dancing past me, there was one other man who stopped beside me. We stood in silence for a while before I said, almost in a whisper, "Man, everybody's missing a sacred moment." He looked at me, then back at the plane, which now had its back cargo area opened with a casket rolling down toward the hearse, and he said in reply, "Yeah, they're just two in their own world to really care." His words moved me then, and they still move me and stay with me today. My friends, the truth is this. Memorial Day can become just another busy day on an extended weekend if we are not careful. If we're not careful, this becomes just another day for a cookout, a lake trip, a baseball game, or a mattress sale. And yet, and I hope you know this, Memorial Day is so much more than that. It is a sacred reminder that every single freedom we enjoy was purchased at a tremendous price. Someone's son, someone's daughter, someone's husband, someone's wife, someone's mom, someone's dad. These were men and women who stepped forward for their country, fought for freedom, and laid down their life for it. And each day, we all, you and I, benefit from their sacrificial courage. So today, my friends, before we fire up the grill, head to the lake, gather with friends, or watch the fireworks, let's pause long enough to reflect on the cost of the freedoms we so often take for granted. Do me a favor today. Speak to your children about why this day matters. Do me a favor today. Thank a veteran who served our nation. Do me a favor today. Remember the profound sacrifice of those who never made it home. And do me a favor today. Remember the grieving families that still carry the weight of their loss. It's just too important to not care. Today, I want to thank you for caring enough to step into this Live Inspired podcast episode with me. I want to thank you for tuning in this time, for living this message today through your life, for knowing that the foundation is firm, that the headwind we face indeed is real, but that the best is yet to come. So for this time and until next time, my name is John O'Leary. Happy Memorial Day, and live with your soul on fire.